guys, I'm Tina Tomato and I love kombucha. So kombuchas have been getting quite a bit of attention and there's more and more different brands on the market right now. It has a loyal following that swears by its health benefits. So today I'm going to go through every single brand of kombucha that I can get my hands on and pick out my personal favorites and recommend a few that I think are great for beginners. Wow. But before we get to that, I just want to share a few benefits that I personally experienced. So if you're new to kombucha, this part is really going to help you understand why it's so popular and whether it is something that you can benefit from as well. So kombucha is made from fermenting tea and sugar. Therefore, it has a lot of probiotics, which is great for gut health. If you've taken any probiotic supplements in the past, then you know what I'm talking about. It's also a great source of B12, which is an amazing news for people who are vegan or plant-based like me. I actually haven't taken any B12 supplements in the past few months, and in my most recent checkup, which was just 2 days ago, my blood test result actually shows that my B12 level is normal. And I think by drinking 1 or 2 bottles of these really helped. In the past, I used to take probiotic supplements and B12 supplements, and now I can get the benefits of 2 in just 1. The third benefit when you're drinking kombucha is that you're getting a combination of the world's most popular, most commonly abused substances: caffeine, sugar, alcohol. So it has sugar and caffeine because it's made from black tea and sugar, and it has alcohol because of the fermentation process. However, the good news is that the levels of these 3 things are very, very low in kombucha. So for a standard 250 ml cup, there is around 10 to 25 milligrams of caffeine compared to 95 milligrams in coffee. And it has 2 to 6 grams of sugar compared to 39 grams of sugar in soda. And there's usually 0.5% alcohol compared to the standard 5% alcohol in beer. So if you're trying to quit coffee or soda or alcohol, maybe kombucha can be a really good replacement drink to them. I know for me, kombucha is definitely a replacement to beer. Lastly, kombucha has really good antibacterial properties, and it's supposedly really good for the skin, hair, heart, and liver. But I'm not qualified to speak on that, so I'll link a video down below of an actual doctor talking about the health benefits and also some of the watch outs. But something I do want to mention is that if you're pregnant, then it's generally advised that you don't introduce anything new into your system. And also if you're immunocompromised, then it's not recommended either. So I personally drink 1 or 2 bottles of these every week, simply because these things are kind of expensive. But at the same time, you're not supposed to drink too much of them. Even though it's good bacteria, it's still bacteria. You don't want to introduce too much of it into your system. The recommended amount is actually 1 cup a day. I think less is fine, a little bit more is okay, and all of these bottles here are more than the recommended amount. So the first one that we have is Brewmaster. I'm just going to have a little bit of each because obviously I don't want to drink all of these kombuchas in one day. I might go to the hospital for that. The taste is quite watery. There's not much taste to it. It's like a very light soda. Okay, so it's made of brew tea, organic green tea, which is very rare because usually kombuchas are made of black tea. So I'm guessing it doesn't have a lot of caffeine. There's 10 grams of sugar in here. For the first one, I think this is a little bit underwhelming. It doesn't really taste like anything. Second one is from rice. It's the lemongrass kombucha. So the volume of these 2 are the same, 30 calories, so less calorie than this one. And there's 7 grams of sugar. Okay, let's try it out. This is a lot more sour than the first one. There's also more fizz in here. It has a stronger taste than the Brew Dr for sure. There's less calories, so I think for this reason I'm going to put it before the Brew Dr. Just because personally I like something that has more taste. I feel like this one is very close to drinking water. Oh, this one is made from green tea and black tea. And it has cane sugar, ginger juice, lemongrass, herbal tea, black tea. So it does have other ingredients, other than just tea and sugar, which I like. Alright, next up, it's Bucha. This one is the yuzu lemon, so I think this is more flavored. So there's 11 grams of sugar for 473 ml. Yeah, this one is definitely more sweet than these two. Okay, so this is 11 grams of sugar, this is 7 grams of sugar, this is 10 grams of sugar, which is weird because this one doesn't taste sweet at all. So I would say this is the first one so far. Okay, now this one is from the brand GTS. So they've been around for like, I want to say more than 20 years. There's also some of the culture flowing in this bottle, whereas in these 3 bottles, it's totally clear. I think GTS is the first kombucha I've ever had, and the one that I'm opening right now is the original flavor. It has 12 grams of sugar, so this one so far has the most amount of sugar. Wow. This one really tastes like kombucha. It almost feels like you're drinking vinegar. The flavor in this one is definitely a lot more unique compared to these. I would put this before the Brew Dr. But if you want to try the real kombucha, because these two are more like commercialized and this one feels more like the real kombucha. Next up, we have the GTS Energize. These two are the same brand, and they have 2 styles of kombucha. I know that this one is like 98% kombucha and 2% juice. This one is 95% kombucha and 5% juice. It also has black tea, green tea, guava puree. It has 16 grams of sugar. Surprisingly, it doesn't taste that sweet. It tastes better than this one. This one is just really pungent. So I'm gonna put this before the kombucha. And now we're on to our last kombucha, which is from Greenhouse. And this one is really special. It's in the purple color. This one is also caffeine free. And I don't think any of the other ones are caffeine free. Really like the packaging. Perfect size. Let's see what it's made of. Lemongrass, cold pressed pineapple, cold pressed lemon, cane sugar, blue matcha. That's interesting. It has blue matcha, but it doesn't have any caffeine. 8 grams of sugar, so a little bit more sugar than this, but in a much smaller bottle. Okay, I can already smell it. I feel like it smells like grapes. Oh wow, this is interesting. This definitely tastes like it came from some juicery. It just tastes like one of those healthy, like really healthy drinks. Okay, there's a lot of lemon in here. I don't like this. I don't like this because it's way too sour. Going here, even though it has no caffeine. Actually, I prefer my kombuchas to have a little bit of caffeine, because when you're working, you do want to get a little bit of stimulants, and kombucha can give that to you in the most mild way. This one really doesn't taste great. This one tastes like water. In all cases, they feel like you're drinking vinegar. It's kind of weird. I always thought I really enjoy drinking kombucha. Now that I'm comparing them side by side and trying to be really objective about the taste is not great. Okay, so now I'm going to go through these bottles and make sure that they're in the correct rank. The yuzu lemon is very good. This one has a stronger flavor of tea. Significantly more sour than the previous two. This just tastes like pure kombucha. Just as sour as this one, but doesn't have the fruit flavoring. Wow, this one actually tastes like beer now. And this one, I don't even want to drink it again. It's really, really sour. Maybe 50% lemon juice. I would recommend this for beginners because it's sweeter and it doesn't taste like you're drinking vinegar. Personally, I think in the future I would stick with rice because it has a cleaner taste. These two are the most accessible. This one you can get from most of the grocery stores like Loblaws or Loblaws. Okay, that's it for this video. If there's anything you want me to compare in this format, please leave it in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, hello, I'm Tina. Consider subscribing because I post weekly and I have more weird stuff coming very soon. Bye!